Hey guys, coming at you with a little bit of an update this week, week 6 for me, pre-contest, probably going into June or July show, if you're staying up to date here. Weight loss is actually picked up again. It probably has been the same, but 2 weeks ago, I didn't have any change in weight loss, but I was sick that week. That's one thing to consider if you're doing a weight loss plan right now. Sometimes the scale won't move, all right? A lot of times that has to do with kind of increased cortisol in the body, retaining water. Cortisol is a stress hormone, of course, and that can mess with the scale a little bit. It can even affect losing body fat, and it actually does. Higher cortisol will affect losing body fat negatively, meaning that if you're trying to lose body fat and your cortisol is high, it's going to be very, very hard. And when you're sick or injured, a bunch of other times, like post-workout and all, there's other times, but sick or injured, your cortisol is going to be higher because your body's trying to take care of that illness or that injury. So I'm assuming, a pretty good educated guess, that that's what happened 2 weeks ago. I stayed at, I think, 195.2 exactly for 2 weeks. My picture seemed to be improving, so it could have just been water. It might not have been actually not losing body fat. Anyway, I weighed myself last week and I was down 2.6 pounds within a week. So that either means I lost 2.6 pounds in 1 week, which I did, or it means that I lost a little over a pound over a week for 2 weeks, which is probably what happened, because I haven't really adjusted my calories that much. They've been the same since I started. So I'm down to 192.6 from 201 point something or other when I first started, so closing in on about 10 pounds. It really is probably a little too rapid of weight loss, but I'll go ahead and get to 190 before I make any changes. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to make one small change this week actually, which may affect that, may slow that weight loss down. But here it is. Here, the weight loss that the minor change I'm going to make this week is I'm going to start consuming a high glycemic carbohydrate in my protein shake after I work out. I know the science behind it, but I tell you, it always scares me. Like, I'm gonna spike my insulin, and it's not good for fat loss. But I know better. When you're post-workout, thinking about post-workout nutrition, especially when you start to get a little leaner, you actually want to spike that insulin to kind of mitigate the effects of that cortisol. Any carb will do it, some version of it. So right now, I've been doing either a banana, which is not the best because it's fructose. I switched over to oats last week, so I do some oats right after a workout with my whey protein. I'm going to switch over to a dextrose maltodextrin blend. That's just a super high glycemic carbohydrate that should not be consumed really any other time except for post-workout. I'm not going to factor it into my macros. I am going to factor it in, but I'm not going to stay the same macros. I'm going to increase my carbohydrate intake by about 30 grams on my workout days only, to really get the most out of that post-workout window. And again, I think my pre-workout and my post-workout nutrition right now is the reason that I'm retaining muscle and maybe still adding a little bit of muscle in a calorie-restricted diet. And that won't last long, but that's where I'm at right now. Feeling pretty good about that. The 2 supplements that I started to take, really, I'm noticing some really good effects from it. Again, they're the Core Alpha product and the Core Hard product. Core Alpha I've taken before, and it's good. It's a natural testosterone booster, and it's better when you're taking that at a calorie restricted, I think, because testosterone's lower. But even better than that is the one called Core Hard, because this is an anti-cortisol supplement, and man, I really noticed it this week. I'm holding a little less water, and mitigating that cortisol is really one of the paramount things you want to think about, because it helps with testosterone production, which is good for men and women. So if you're looking at the video here and like, oh, I don't need that, if you're a chick, you may. Don't be afraid of testosterone production. We're not talking about steroids here. We're talking about naturally mitigating bad estrogens and naturally elevating good testosterones. Okay, so that's what I'm at now. My pics are looking good. I'm starting to tighten up, and I really have to kind of fight the urge of not dieting harder. Because I'm like, oh man, if I just cut my calories a little bit more, if you've dieted before, you may have experienced this, like, all right, I'm losing all this weight, let me just cut some more calories, and I'll lose more weight. Unfortunately, my body's don't like that, so I gotta trust the process, and it's gonna be about a 1 pound per week weight loss. So the pics, the progress pictures and my progress each week is going to be incremental. So that's why I'm going to post them once a month for you guys to check them out to see that. They're getting better each week, but it's like I see the fat on my low abs. I'm like, man, I can really get after that if I cut my calories and so on. But I know better. You have to be real slow and methodical with this. If you guys didn't hear the podcast, if you don't know, we have a podcast, Philly Strong Podcast. I was able to interview my trainer from back when I was doing bodybuilding a lot, about 10 to 15 years ago, and it really motivated me, man. Like I got in today and did a really intense leg training session, something like I haven't done in a long time. Did 5 sets of 15 barbell back squats. Really motivated me. So if you guys are in like a funk with training and you've had a period of time where you've had really good training, go back and revisit that a little bit. See what was motivating you then, especially if you had a lot of years under your belt as an athlete. Go back and see what motivated you, because man, I was already highly motivated right now with all my goals and stuff, but that motivated me even more. And I got texts from one of my friends who used to train with me, and he's like, I heard that and I want to go train now, because we had that same experience with that trainer. So find a way to get yourself motivated this week, guys. I know I'm running on high octane right now, feeling good going into the week. So cool. Talk to you guys next week.